Surprisingly, Ryan Garcia and Rolly Romero have kicked off the build-up to their fight in an unexpected way. While fans anticipated intense trash talk and verbal jabs, both fighters have opted to highlight their training sessions instead. Ryan Garcia has made a bold move by reuniting with his former trainer, Eddie Reynoso, who guided him to several knockout victories early in his career. Returning to his roots, Garcia has embraced the same training methods from his younger days. He starts his mornings with an early jog, sometimes as early as 3 or 4 a.m., to build physical endurance and gain a mental edge over his opponents. He continues jogging for about 2 hours, returning between 6 o'clock and 7 a.m. After a light breakfast, he gets back to work with gym exercises focused on fitness and strength training, enhancing both his endurance and knockout power. Following a short break, he resumes training at noon, engaging in boxing drills such as sparring, shadowboxing, and punching exercises. A typical day with Eddie Reynoso is quite different from his time with Derek James. As a top contender, Garcia must adapt his training routines to meet changing circumstances. Garcia is now fully committed to training with Eddie Reynoso, allowing him to maintain his usual strength regimen to complement his ring performance. He recently shared his workout routine with Men's Health, emphasizing the importance of adaptability. "Adjust to your surroundings because the world doesn't wait for you," he says. Quoting Bruce Lee, he adds, "You need to be like water. Water goes into a cup, it becomes the cup. Water goes into anything, it becomes that. That's how you should approach training and life. Keep adjusting." Kingery is reportedly set to face Rolly Romero for the WBA welterweight title in May, though the venue has yet to be decided. It appears he is bringing back his former trainer, Eddie Reynoso, for the fight after parting ways with Derek James following 2 bouts. Garcia's father, Ryan Garcia, recently explained why returning to Reynoso was almost inevitable. Speaking with Mill City Boxing, he shared insights into the ongoing fight negotiations and Reynoso's return to Team Garcia. "Turkey Alalshik came through, he likes Ryan. There's something new, a new coach, and we're back in San Diego," he said. "It's hard not to get along with Eddie because of our shared history. We go way back. Canelo and Ryan worked everything out. It was just a misunderstanding. Now, everything is back to how it was. We're good."
You go one more, Andy. Good Lord. Up. That's failure right there, baby. I said.
Ryan Garcia has reunited with his former trainer, Eddie Reynoso, parting ways with Derek James. The move comes as a surprise, considering Garcia previously had a fallout with Reynoso before switching to Joe Goossen. Goossen guided Garcia through several fights, including his high-profile bout against Gervonta Tank Davis, where Garcia suffered his first career defeat via a 7th-round body shot stoppage. Following that loss, Garcia moved up to junior welterweight and teamed up with Derek James, joining a star-studded camp alongside Errol Spence Jr. and Frank Martin. Under James, Garcia secured wins over Oscar Duarte and Devin Haney. However, his victory over Haney was overturned to a no contest after Garcia failed a VEDA test for PEDs, leading to a 1-year suspension. During the build-up to the Haney fight, Garcia struggled with mental health issues, but now, with a fresh start, he is set to face Rolly Romero on May 2nd in his first fight since serving his suspension. He rejoins Reynoso, who also trains Canelo Alvarez and Teofimo Lopez. Garcia's father, Ryan Garcia, confirmed the news, emphasizing their strong bond with Reynoso. Speaking to Mill City Boxing, he shared, "Turkey Alalshik came through, he likes Ryan. There's something new, a new coach, and we're back in San Diego. It's hard not to get along with Eddie because of our history. We go way back. Canelo and Ryan worked everything out. It was just a misunderstanding. Now, everything is back to how it was. We're good." Ryan Garcia has reunited with his former trainer, Eddie Reynoso, parting ways with Derek James. The move comes as a surprise, considering Garcia previously had a fallout with Reynoso before switching to Joe Goossen. Goossen guided Garcia through several fights, including his high-profile bout against Gervonta Tank Davis, where Garcia suffered his first career defeat via a 7th-round body shot stoppage. Following that loss, Garcia moved up to junior welterweight and teamed up with Derek James, joining a star-studded camp alongside Errol Spence Jr. and Frank Martin. Under James, Garcia secured wins over Oscar Duarte and Devin Haney. However, his victory over Haney was overturned to a no contest after Garcia failed a beta test for PEDs, leading to a 1-year suspension. During the build-up to the Haney fight, Garcia struggled with mental health issues, but now, with a fresh start, he is set to face Rolly Romero on May 2nd in his first fight since serving his suspension. He rejoins Reynoso, who also trains Canelo Alvarez and Teofimo Lopez. Garcia's father, Henry Garcia, confirmed the news, emphasizing their strong bond with Reynoso. Speaking to Mill City Boxing, he shared, "Turkey Alalshik came through, he likes Ryan. There's something new, a new coach, and we're back in San Diego. It's hard not to get along with Eddie because of our history. We go way back. Canelo and Ryan worked everything out. It was just a misunderstanding. Now, everything is back to how it was. We're good." Garcia last trained with Eddie Reynoso during his 2022 fight against Luke Campbell before moving on to work with Joe Goossen and later Derek James. Under Goossen, he fought Gervonta Davis, Emmanuel Tego, and Javier Fortuna before switching to James for his bouts against Oscar Duarte and the controversial Devin Haney showdown. According to Garcia's father, Henry Garcia, the decision to leave James wasn't personal but was about finding the right environment. "It was nothing against Derek James, he's an excellent coach. The thing is, there wasn't much for Ryan in Texas. Last year wasn't as positive for him there as it is here. So why stay in a negative space when you can turn things around? Ryan feels safer here. It's better here in Southern California," Henry said. Come on! The news is particularly significant because Garcia was previously linked to a potential fight with Teofimo Lopez. The two exchanged verbal jabs after Lopez made controversial remarks about Garcia's mental health struggles, even suggesting he had sold his soul while also referencing his mother's battle with breast cancer. Garcia did not take those comments lightly, fueling speculation that they might settle their differences in the ring. Oscar de la Hoya had even named Lopez as a serious contender for Garcia's first fight following his suspension. However, with Garcia now reuniting with Eddie Reynoso, the chances of that matchup happening seem much less likely.
Right there. If you're a cheat or if you're a scumbag, nobody's going to support you. It's going to be hard. But, you know, Turkey Alalshik, man, he came through and he believes in Ryan. He likes Ryan. Actually, his kids like Ryan, too.
Oh, that's awesome, man.
With Garcia and Lopez now training under the same stable, they are likely to spar together, giving them deeper insight into each other's styles. This also creates an incentive for their camp to push each fighter towards success, leading to different matchups in the future. For Garcia, it's a valuable opportunity to learn from a two-weight world champion and a two-time lineal champion as he pursues his first world title. Meanwhile, the stakes for Garcia's reported fight against Rolly Romero have been raised. The ring has confirmed that their bout will be for the WBA World Welterweight title. The division's current WBA champion, Imantas Stanionis, is set to defend his title against undefeated IBF champion Jaron Boutsenis on April 12th at Boardwalk Hall in Atlantic City, New Jersey.
That's awesome. Yeah. So, how's training camp? What's new?
Well, yeah, there's something new.
The fight is expected to take place in May at a yet-to-be-named venue in the United States. Neither Garcia nor Romero has previously competed at welterweight. Romero is currently ranked 8th by the WBA at junior welterweight, while Garcia is unranked. Garcia is also in the midst of serving a 1-year suspension after failing 3 drug tests for Ostarine, a banned substance, ahead of his April 20th fight against Devin Haney. He also missed weight by 3.2 pounds for that bout. As a result, his decision win over Haney was overturned to a no contest.
Which is new.
I know, I heard.
Yeah.
We back at home?
That's right, brother. We're back in San Diego.
Ooh. So
Yeah,
back with Eddie Reynoso.
that's right. That's right.
Romero previously held the WBA title before losing it to Isaac Cruz by 8th round stoppage on March 30th. He rebounded with a unanimous decision win over Manuel Jamie on September 14th in his last fight. Meanwhile, Devin Haney is reportedly set to face former junior welterweight champion Jose Ramirez on the undercard of Garcia vs. Romero. If both Haney and Garcia win their respective bouts, they are expected to face off later this year in Saudi Arabia. For Garcia, this fight will also help shake off any ring rust from his time away from the sport, preparing him for a potential rematch with Haney.
That Ben, the chemistry coming back to that.
It's good, brother. It's good. You know, it's just, I mean, let's put it this way. It's hard not.
Yes, we're fighting in May, it's going to be a great fight. I'm ready for another big one, Garcia said. Romero is still a great fighter. He may have lost once, but the fans love him. He's a big, strong guy. Garcia also reflected on the excitement surrounding the matchup. There were so many people in London, all meeting with Turkey, it was crazy. Times Square, too. Me and Rolly were supposed to fight several times, but it never happened. I feel like this is a fight fans have wanted for a long time. Even though Romero lost to Pitbull Cruz last year, that shouldn't change anything, he's still an explosive fighter. Cruz fought a great fight, so you can't take anything away from him either.
Things ahead, but fight-wise, I either want to fight the 154-pound champion, Sebastian Fundora, or I want to fight Isaac Cruz.
On a potential rematch with Rolando Romero, Garcia stated, "When I beat Rolly, I'll fight him again, beat him again, and put that to rest. Then I'll move on with my career, maybe fight Teofimo next. That's the plan. I'm fighting everybody, bro. Anyone I want to fight, I'm making it happen." When asked about the weight for his fight with Romero, Garcia replied, "It'll be at 144. I'm giving him a fair shot, he's not a small guy. I don't want anyone saying, oh, that was an easy fight. I could have taken an easier path, but I didn't. No safe routes here. I'm confident, and I have the skills to get it done."
Can't really take anything away from him either. This should be a great fight still.
What happens if he doesn't win this fight? Does it take it out of play, or he's still gonna fight you regardless?
I mean,
fans were hoping to see Ryan Garcia take on Pitbull Cruz, as it would have been a far more exciting matchup than seeing Rolando Romero get the fight. It's unclear if other fighters were considered, but the 140-pound division is stacked with talent, and many believe a different opponent would have made for a better showdown. Romero is not seen as a great challenge for Garcia, especially after being knocked out by Cruz in the 8th round on March 30th last year. Many view Romero as a lower-tier fighter with limited skills, making him an underwhelming choice for the main event of Turkey Alashika's May 2nd card against a star like Ryan Garcia.
find a replacement if he doesn't win, but I'm sure he will. I mean, I think this is a touch-him-up fight.
According to the New York State Athletic Commission, Ryan Garcia will be reinstated on April 20th, 2025, provided his samples come back clean from any banned substances. As that date approaches, plans for a major comeback fight are taking shape. Both Garcia and Rolando Romero have yet to compete at welterweight, making this an intriguing matchup as they step into a new division.
Trying to see where he was guiding me, and he just led me to Dallas, led me to Derek, and I pursued it, and I'm here now, and I feel good. I feel,
Rolly Romero is a fearless, hard-hitting fighter known for his explosive power, which has earned him a strong following among boxing fans in recent years. However, he now faces a tough challenge against boxing star Ryan Garcia. Speaking to Fight Hype, Romero shared his thoughts on the matchup, with Ryan? "Yeah, man, it's long overdue, for sure. Honestly, it kind of came out of nowhere."
Along with Eddie because of the heritage, we go way back, Canelo and Ryan,
One day, Ryan Garcia was talking about fighting Isaac Cruz, and the next morning, I wake up to see it's Ryan Garcia versus Rolando Romero. I guess Ryan didn't really know what was happening. Both fighters are fierce competitors and will be going all out in the lead-up to this fight. Neither of them is shy, so expect plenty of back-and-forth trash talk as they hype up the bout. Get ready for the mind games to start soon. Meanwhile, Garcia remains unranked heading into this matchup.
I'm asking you about this, right? We sparred in 2013. March 2013, right?
Ryan Garcia's presence on social media has made him one of the most visible figures in boxing, even at this early stage of his career. His highlight reel knockouts and lightning-fast hands are regularly featured on major sports platforms like House of Highlights and ESPN. Just a few days ago, Mexican fighter Isaac "Pitbull" Cruz believed he had finally secured his long-awaited payday, expecting to face Garcia upon his return to the ring following his suspension for banned substances to set the stage for Garcia's comeback. His Excellency Turki Alalshik reportedly organized a 3-fight series, culminating in the highly anticipated rematch between Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney.
But fans love him. He's a big fighter. He's a big fighter. So I'm excited.
Man, look at that. It's going to be.
According to the initial plan, Ryan Garcia was set to have a gritty showdown in New York this May, followed by a rematch with Devin Haney in October. The trilogy was expected to conclude with a welterweight title fight in Riyadh in early 2026. Everything seemed to be on track, with reports suggesting that both Turki Alalshik and Garcia's team were eager to secure a fight against Mexican contender Isaac "Pitbull" Cruz. Garcia even announced the matchup on his X account. However, plans unraveled when Cruz reportedly rejected the offer. As a result, Garcia's team pivoted to Rolando "Rolly" Romero, the former WBA super lightweight champion, as his comeback opponent. Meanwhile, Pitbull Cruz recently faced Angel Fierro in the main event of the David Morrell vs. David Benavidez fight at the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas.
Pitbull and then Devin again? That's like the craziest. That's like one of the craziest schedules I feel like I need.
It's going to be a nuts schedule. It's going to be nuts. So, there's so many fights I can't even. There's so many people there in London, and they were all meeting with Turkey. So, yeah, this is nuts.
During the final stages of the fight promotions, Isaac Cruz shared his side of the story, explaining why he chose not to face Ryan Garcia in what could have been an unpredictable matchup. In an interview with Fight Hub TV, the Mexican fighter revealed that he felt pressured to sign the fight contract without having enough time to properly prepare for a May bout. "They were pushing us to sign the fight as soon as possible," Cruz explained. However, his team responded to Garcia's camp, stating that while they were interested in the fight, they needed to allow for proper recovery and preparation time. "We told them, yes, I'm interested, but for now, I want to focus on my fight on February 1st against Fierro. Once I secure the victory, we can discuss what's next."
What's the next fight for you and Pitbull?
Yes.
Yeah, nice. May on that Canelo Crawford card?
Say it again?
May in that Canelo Crawford card? Or the potential Canelo Crawford card?
I think they're fighting in September.
Oh, okay.
Cruz stated that he made it clear to Garcia's team that after his fight on Saturday, he would be ready to face anyone, whether it was Ryan Garcia, Gervonta Davis, or any other top contender. "I have no problem facing anyone, as long as I have the right time to prepare," Cruz said. When asked if he found it strange that Garcia's team was pushing him to sign so quickly, Cruz admitted that it felt unusual. "Yes, they were practically demanding it," he added. This pressure ultimately led Garcia's team to pursue Rolando "Rolly" Romero instead, whom Cruz had convincingly defeated last year. Finally, Cruz revealed that once he fulfills his current fight commitment, his main goal is to secure a rematch with Gervonta "Tank" Davis. He hopes to finalize the fight this year, aiming to settle unfinished business after their intense 2021 showdown.
Yeah. So you Pitbull in New York, Times Square.
Yeah, Times Square, yeah.
Nice, man. What, I guess curious, how does the fight go in your opinion? I know you guys have been circling.
And I'll tell you one thing, we're going to ask for the rematch in the near future. "I deserve it, I want it, and it's coming," said Cruz. The Mexican fighter has remained firm in his stance ever since his victory over Rolando "Rolly" Romero last year. That win immediately put Cruz in the conversation for high-profile fights and million-dollar opportunities in Las Vegas, including a potential title challenge.
For a long time, Brent.
Yeah, me and Pitbull, we have fight many occasions. But never went down. Okay, sorry guys. Hard to concentrate. But yeah,
this way, right?
Oh, now we're going. Let's go. I know.
At the post-fight press conference, Pitbull Cruz responded to Ryan Garcia's remarks with a bold statement, assuring fans that he never backs down from a fight as long as the terms are right. "I don't refuse to fight anyone, as long as there's a fair agreement between the promoters and handlers. I'll fight whoever, wherever," Cruz declared. Meanwhile, Rolando "Rolly" Romero was left badly beaten and humiliated by a dominant pitbull Cruz, who made it clear that he's ready to take on anyone who dares to challenge him.
Good luck, man.
Thank you, bro. Later.
So, if you win, we get the rematch that everybody wants, Ryan.
Yeah.
That's for sure too.
When he wins again. Yeah, when I win.
Cruz made his stance clear, stating, "I think I proved that you better respect a pitbull. Anyone calling me a chihuahua will end up just like Rolando did tonight." This was a direct response to Ryan Garcia's challenge. Garcia had previously called out Cruz, questioning his abilities. "You don't know boxing if you really think Pitbull Cruz would beat me. I've faced so many fighters like him in my life, it would be a field day. I'd put Pitbull Cruz to sleep."
En primer punto que su empresa y mi empresa lleguen a un gran acuerdo y yo peleo con quien sea.
Bring anybody on. I'm willing, like I've always said, I'm willing to fight anybody as long as both parties come to an agreement. If his side comes to an agreement with my side and everything works out, then I have no problem fighting with him or anyone else.